Say hello to the bad guy. Bad guy. Say hello to the bad guy. Bad guy. Say hello to the bad guy. They hating on me like it's giving them a cash prize. Say hello to the bad guy. Bad guy. Say hello to the bad guy. Bad guy. Say hello to the bad guy. They hating on me like it's giving them a cash prize.
It's your boy Red Pill Thanos, man. Coming to you live and direct from Planet Logic. And today, we got another reaction, man. I'm about to react to some deep shit from a Yonla Fix My Life. Like I told y'all, man, I kind of fuck with this show. So I'm gonna be doing some more reactions to this. This one here is a couple snippets from an episode a few years ago. And I want to touch on how being more empathetic with people will go a long way, because you never know where people come from or what their background are like. So the things you may say to or around them may not be a big deal to you, but it may strike a nerve with them. It may trigger something in them for them to be deeply offended. So I want to play the first part of this, where it's an interaction between a dude talking about why he don't date black women and his traumas. And then I want to get into how he triggered one of the women that were there. One of the women that was there, and how she blew up, but we don't know why she blew up. Well, from watching that clip, you don't know why she blew up. And then I found the clip from later on in the episode, and it kind of made me understand why she blew up. So we're gonna watch the first clip and take a look into it, and then we're gonna discuss it.
Michael claims not to date black women because he is different. But I feel that he hides behind that label, just as the women who entered the House of Healing hid behind the angry label for so long.
My perspective of black women were my aunties, my cousins, all the way from, I had cousins that made me feel weird, You different, you dress funny, why you act like that,
Black women look at me and say, I can tell you don't like us. I'm like, what? I don't like you? I love you, but I can't help it if I learn 20 instruments. I can't help it if I play flute, walk barefooted on the beach. And I'm from South Central. I was amazed at you, because I even told you, I said, you're a beautiful girl.
Alright, so right there, he said, my image of black women came from cousins, sisters, aunties. He didn't say mother, so I don't know if he got mommy issues or not. But notice how he said black women look at him, because he is a little different. Like, you can tell from his mannerisms and all of that, he's a little different. Like, it is what it is, though. He has that right. You understand? You still meet him with respect. But you notice how he said when black women look at him, they say, I could tell you don't like us. And what was his response? No, I love you. You understand? See, in our community, a lot of the times, both sides have this preconceived notion that we're against each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, women feel that black men, we put other races of women on a pedestal, and I've seen some stupid brothers that do that, but that's not the majority of us. And us black men, we feel like, a lot of black women are angry and want to be combative with us and this and that. And, there are some like that. But, I would like to think that that's not the majority. You understand what I'm saying? It's so bad, and like, we're so fucking wired to act out the stereotypes that people have of us, even within our own community. The shit is crazy. But it looks like he's gonna get into something deeper, and you could tell the young girl in the back, who she ain't bad looking, you know what I mean? And when she look, man, she ain't bad looking, you know what I mean? But look like he about to strike a nerve with her, cause you could see her reacting already, and he ain't even said nothing too much, except you. It looked like he kind of pointed her out. So we're gonna take a look into what he had to say.
And I watched yesterday.
Michael, she's a beautiful woman.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Tell her.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I said, you're a beautiful girl. And I told...
Alright, so right there, My man's is in his mid-40s during this time, and old girl is like 22. So, you know, he has kids her age. So, you know, when he says, you know, beautiful girl, and he was repeating what Iyanla said, notice how she stopped him and cut him off and was like, she's a beautiful woman. Like, hold on. That's still a little girl to him. You know, if he got kids her age, you know, he's gonna look at her a little differently. Just, you know, that's just from the time being. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't have to cut him off like that. Now it makes it seem like he's being disrespectful, when that wasn't his intentions. He's just voicing some information. But let's get into what else he had to say.
And I told him, I said, this generation right now, people in their 20s, it's hard. Y'all making it hard on these brothers. We gotta wake up every day. Everything has to be about status. We gotta buy this, even if we can't afford it. And then y'all on Instagram, beautiful, and you talking like you don't have no daddy. You sound like a dude talking. Like you ain't got no home training. Oh, what the f***? And you say you a bad bitch? That's not a bad bitch. I'm talking in general. I'm talking about the general, how old are you?
22.
Yeah, your generation.
Okay, so this was like 3 years ago. So Shorty was like 22, 3 years ago. She be about 25 now. Yeah, that'd be my generation, millennials. Yo, he ain't lying, B. He ain't lying at all. I'll be 28 this year. So yeah, 3 years ago, I was like 24. So yeah, she was born about 95. Say anywhere between 94 and 96. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he not lying. He's not lying at all. It is. We know. If you're in my age range, you know. When you wake up, you scrolling Instagram, all these chicks, especially now when they're getting the bodies done, you know, they go to Build a Bitch workshop down in Miami. You know, they look at the pictures and say, yo, I want the Cardi ass with the Pamela Anderson titties and a face like Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Like, they doing all that, you know what I mean? So I get where he coming from. And then, you know, when she was like, who are you talking about? He said, I'm talking in general. But you can see she's clearly bothered. She's bothered. And like all of the older women there, they're not really bothered by it, but he's just voicing his opinion. And with him having kids that age, he sees it. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think he's being disrespectful right now. And in the title of the video, they call his rant disrespectful about her generation. And I don't think it's disrespectful at all. That, you know, like, it is what it is. Like, that's just a stereotype. It doesn't mean it's disrespectful, you know, but she's hurt. He's hurt because he doesn't date black women because of the way they treated him when he was younger. So they're both hurt people. And you know, hurt people, they don't talk to listen. I mean, you know, they don't talk to listen. They don't listen. They don't listen to understand. You know, they listen to respond. So let's see what else she do, how she handled it.
Girl, you 22 years old. You doing this. You having hot flashes?
Yes, it's hot.
Michael, that's disrespectful. I want you to understand that. Why would you do that?
Because I'm being funny. I'm a different kind of personality. Now you're trying to make me look bad like I disrespected her.
You did.
I got a son with a black woman. My mother's black.
You disrespected this woman in this room at this time.
May I finish, please?
No, you said, I'm making you feel like you disrespect her. I want you to understand, the same way I said to you earlier, that we would, excuse me, Miss Lyra, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do it.
I feel disrespected by his comment.
No, I'm handling it. So
Damn. Come on. Iyanla, you can't protect that girl, man. You can't protect her. He said he was making a generalization. It doesn't mean he's being blatantly disrespectful to that specific woman. That's not his intention. He said he was being funny. I don't think what he was saying was funny. I think it's a reality. But he's an old head. Well, not an old head, but he's an older gentleman. So, you know, you got the generational gap. You got the male-female gap. She's jaded by black men. He's jaded by black women. So, you know, there's a lot of tensions. But for her to call him out and say that he's being disrespectful just because she feels disrespected and he apologized, doesn't mean that he's being disrespectful. If I say the sky is blue and somebody feel the sky is gray today and they say, well, I feel you being disrespectful because you said the sky is blue. Well, from my perspective, it's blue. I wasn't blatantly being disrespectful. If you feel disrespected, that's you. Understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between people trying to be disrespectful and then you being disrespected by something someone said. He wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Now, he is a little bit of a narcissist and all of that. I can see that, but this could have been handled a lot differently. Like, Iyanla could have told Shorty to come sit in front of him or whatever. This could have been handled a lot differently than, because you see she had a reaction. This could have been handled a lot differently than now you're being disrespectful. You disrespected that woman right here, right now. Nah, come on, man. Come on. Can't be doing that.
So I want you to understand that to make a comment as a man like that to a woman, it wasn't funny. It was disrespectful.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna apologize. But what about what I heard when I was growing up until now?
It
is disrespectful because it's a psychological input. All I'm saying is that I thought it was funny.
Miss Lyra.
Peep game. When he talks about how he was psychologically fucked up from the women in his life growing up, she says, nah. And he's like, that is disrespectful. How would you feel coming home, from touring or whatever, and you come home and your own family members is calling you weird and you gay and all this shit? That is psychologically damaging. The way you speak to your kids can psychologically damage them. Or not even your kids in general. Kids are very impressionable. So you gotta watch what you say and do around them. He's absolutely right. But because he's a man, what he goes through is diminished in society. It is what it is. I fuck with Iyanla Fix My Life, but she kind of wrong here, man. She kind of wrong. Let that man voice his frustrations out. You called him to the seat. Come on, man.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do it, Miss Lyra. It's out of order.
I thought he was out of order.
Yeah, but I handled it. And you got the apology.
I'm talking about the first comment that he made.
But I'm handling it. I said to you earlier, and I'm gonna give you.
I don't like that.
But I'm gonna give it.
He said.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to you because you weren't here. We taught the ladies the distinction between hearing and listening.
I'm listening, and I didn't like what I heard.
Yeah.
So I commented.
So you don't have to respond. That's your power. Don't give him your power. You don't have to respond. Hold it. I told you I will handle it. Just breathe and hold it.
When I feel disrespected, I feel like I should have a voice. You said we're allowed to have a voice.
Yeah, I'm your voice.
I want to say something.
Today I'm your voice.
Like what you said.
I'm your voice because you are reacting. You're not responding. Breathe and we'll handle it.
I've breathed enough for the day.
I don't think so.
Alright, so Iyanla was kind of right there, like how she handled old girl. Like, number one, hold on. Yo, she got yams. Shorty got yams. Them white pants is poking out. She ain't lagging in the titty department either. But nah, the way Iyanla handled that was fire. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Back to listening to understand and listening to react. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just reacting. It was trigger words in there. And y'all gonna figure out what triggered her. Because she felt very disrespected, and he wasn't really attacking her. He was just talking about her generation because he sees it. It is what it is. My generation is social media age, and it's even worse than the generations under me. But yeah, like, and it ain't even just the women, the niggas too. Like, they get up, they flash their little bit of money that they might have got from a stimulus check or money they got from scamming. They flash all this fake ass designer shit. They got their grandmother's gun from 1946 in the pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, niggas do it too. So he's not lying. There's so many people in the millennial generation and under that literally live their lives off of social media. So he's not lying from there. So it really wasn't disrespectful. He's just, stating what he sees. And he has a valid point when he says you talking like you don't got a daddy, because they be talking crazy online. Women talk crazy online. Men do too. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, it is what it is. But he's not, what he said isn't wrong. But, you know, them emotions got riled up and she felt some type of way. But we gonna get into why she felt some type of way right here.
Miss Lyra has made a lot of progress, but until that hurt little girl from her past can tell her daddy how she feels, she can't truly heal. It is my intention to help her give voice to that little girl, as well as forgiveness to the woman that little girl has become.
There it is, right there. She got daddy issues. That's why she was hurt. The one thing that really bothered her, there wasn't any of, you know, the social media, blah, blah. When he said you talking like you ain't got no daddy, that shit stung. That shit stabbed her in the spine, right there. That was a gut shot right there. You know, that made her blood boil. When she heard you ain't got no daddy, everything else went out the window. She's disrespected. Nothing else matters. Now, I don't know if dude knew she didn't have a father or what. Because if he did, then yeah, he was being blatantly disrespectful. But I don't know. I didn't see the whole episode. But based on how he was talking about it, I don't think he knew she really didn't have a father. So that's what we're going to base it on. And so with him not knowing, this is when I say it goes back to empathy. You know, like I said, he was a little bit of a narcissist. He could have handled that a little better. Iyanla could have handled that better. And so could Lyra. Lyra could have handled that better. They all could have handled this a lot better with more empathy and understanding and patience with each other. But it looks like they're about to have a breakthrough. No, that's not her father, but he's around her father's age. So what's about to happen is he's going to play the role of her father and she's going to let out all her emotions. So let's jump into this shit right here.
Your father is just a little younger than him. You have a daughter about her age, don't you?
Both of my daughters are 20. One of my sons is 19 and the other one is 6. You talking like you don't have no daddy. Like you ain't got no home training. I haven't been 100% dad with my oldest.
So there you have it. He got 4 kids. 3 of them are around her age. And he has a son. He said he got a 1-year-old son, a 19-year-old son. He said both his daughters are 20. He said his oldest daughter, he hasn't been 100% dad. Now, that does not mean he's a deadbeat. It just means that he probably wasn't there as much as he could have been. I don't know what factors go into that. We don't know the context of that, so I'm not going to call this man a bad parent or nothing like that. It is what it is. We don't know. But let's get into what she's about to say. As you can clearly see, he has children her age, and this is where his comments were coming from. So let's get into seeing exactly how much hurt this girl is in.
So if you had to look at your father and forgive him for anything, what would it be? Look at him. Breathe. Use your tools.
I forgive you for not being a father. I forgive you for leaving me when I needed you the most. I forgive you for robbing me of my innocence. I forgive you for abandoning me.
Alright, so right there, you understand this girl is hurt. She's only 22. Her father ain't been in her life. Fellas, if you got a kid, especially a daughter, but a child in general, do whatever it takes to be in their life. I don't care if the mother is putting up roadblocks like a motherfucker. Do whatever you can to be in that child's life. You are the father. You have rights. You fight. Fight. Fight till you have no more breath in your body. You fight to be in your child's life. And you let it be known. And even if you lose that fight, you continue to try. You want to know why? Because as a child gets older, they're going to want to know why you ain't around. And if you got receipts that you've been trying and the mother been blocking you, guess what? You ain't the bad guy no more when they get older. They gonna come find you, bro. If you put that effort in, your child will find you, bro. Put the fucking effort in. No excuses. Don't feel defeated before you go in that courtroom, man. Go in there with a winner's mentality, man. Taking the red pill, is having confidence, that abundance mindset. You got this. Part of your purpose, if you got kids, part of your purpose needs to be your children. Needs to be creating a better life for them. Needs to be helping raise them. That should be included in your purpose. And like Hov said, if you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack. This goes for women too, man. Cause y'all know I deal with a deadbeat mother. Not my mother, but you know what I'm saying. I got deadbeat baby mother. But y'all know how it is, man. Women too. Like, if you a parent in general, man, get your ass up and get in your child's life. You fuck out of here. This girl 22 dealing with all this shit, man. She's still wet behind the ears. Nah, no she not, cause I knocked her. Oh boy, I knocked her. Woo! Her body is bad. Badass body. I beat the brakes off that ass, boy.
How about I forgive you for not teaching me what to expect from man? How about I forgive you for breaking my heart?
I forgive you for not protecting me.
Yeah, take a breath.
Hey, yo. I forgive you for not protecting me. That one was deep. That shit hit deep. That shit hit so deep, my man's in the back had to drink his water. He had to drink his water. But yo, let's get back into this.
I forgive you for not letting me be a daddy's girl.
Yeah.
I forgive you for not letting me love you.
Yeah.
I forgive you for not giving me love.
Yeah.
I forgive you for playing daddy to children that were not yours.
Yeah.
I forgive you for forgetting about me.
Damn, man. Yo, this shit even hit me deep. Cause like I said, man, I raised a daughter. So like, these are things she's gonna wind up saying to her mother down the line. Unfortunately. And yo, that shit just make my blood boil, yo. I swear, like, that shit is crazy, man. Yo, be in your child's lives. And please, man, please pay more attention to the people you choose to have children with, man. This shit is crazy. But it look like she about to get into some more self-reflection, so let's get into this.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself for the things that I've done in search of your love.
Take a breath. Tell her, I love you.
I love you.
And I am so, so sorry
I am so, so sorry
that you had to look for my love
that you had to look for my love
in the bed with other men.
in the bed with other men.
Sit. Come on, breathe. Breathe. Look at him.
Damn, son, so she's a thought pocket. But that's about right. You know, pretty girl, bad body. Niggas is all over that. She ain't got no daddy to teach her the game. She looking for that manly love. Niggas was probably knocking her off left and right. She 22 at this time. Her body count probably is like, she probably got a body count either around or over her age at this point. She probably was getting ran through in high school. You feel what I'm saying? And like, yo, that shit cut deep. That nigga sat in the bed with other men. Yo, she wanted to run. She wanted to run like Ghostface and Kiss. Run! Yo, that shit crazy. But nah, let's get back into this, yo. Cause she about to ask that nigga some tough questions. And again, this isn't even her father. You know, that's how corny her father is. The nigga ain't that much around. She gotta talk to some stranger around her father's age to try and, you know, get through this and cope with it. Man, be in your kids' lives, man. This shit is whack. Shit is whack, man.
What do you want to say? Say it.
In these difficult moments, she must find the words and not lash out. Know what you want to say and say it.
Why did you leave? Why didn't you protect me? Why did you teach me how a man is supposed to treat a woman? Why didn't you want to be my dad?
Stand up. Stand up. Just hold it.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yo, I know this is supposed to be a sentimental time, but again, yo, shorty's like Arby's. We have the meats. Baby thick as fuck, boy. Look, I don't care, man. Like I said, son, it is what it is. Baby is thick as fuck. She packing, boy. Shit, she 22. She probably, yeah. She went to college, all right. Yam University out this motherfucker. I'm telling you, boy. But nah, this shit cutting me deep, man. Like on some G shit, like for real. That's why I keep making jokes. Like this shit hitting me deep because I can see this conversation with my daughter and her mother happening. And my daughter's 7 and she already be feeling like, yo, my moms don't do this, my moms don't do that. Like, you know, this past weekend was Independence Day and I don't celebrate 4th of July. You know, I celebrate Juneteenth. But you know, my brose, one of her uncles, had a little barbecue, so you know I dressed up real cute. And she took these pictures with her little phone or whatever. And I told her, nah, don't send them out. So she sent them to me and asked me could I send them to her mother. So I sent the pictures to her mother. And you know, I said, yo, you know, I was told to send these to you. And her mother, like when she went with her mother comes and gets her every other weekend, but she doesn't do anything with her. She picks her up, takes her to her house, and my daughter sits there bored and alone. Well, not really alone. Her mother's there, but she don't watch her. She don't do nothing with her. They don't spend no time together. They don't do nothing. So, yeah. So she comes back home upset, like, damn, my mommy don't spend no time with me, blah, blah, blah. So, like, she picks her up because, you know, it's court ordered, but she doesn't do anything with her. She doesn't take the time out with her. She don't have conversations with her, none of that. So, anyway, she left her charger to her phone in her mother's whip. Her mother was supposed to drop it off, and it's been a week, she ain't drop it off. So, you know, I said, yo, I was supposed to send these to you. You know, baby girl wanted me to send them to you. And good looks on sending that charger. You know, being an asshole, because I am. No response. Still no response. That this whole weekend my daughter was tight. Like she was mad. Like, yo, that's how she ain't text you back. That's a bad mom. And all I'm saying, that's still your mother. You know, that's still your mother. Trying to be neutral, you know. But it is what it is, man. These kids, they're smart as hell. They know. Like, you not hiding shit from them or none of that. Like when my baby mom's first was a deadbeat, my daughter was about 3 years old. And she would say, well, why mommy's not coming around? And I'd be like, well, your mother's sick. Well, that lasted about 2 months. And then she was like, nah, nobody's sick this long, Daddy. Is she in the hospital? Mind you, she was 4 years old. Daddy, nobody's sick. Or 3. She was 3 going on 4. Daddy, nobody's sick this long. Is she in the hospital? What's wrong with mommy? Mommy not sick. She just don't want to be around. Kids are smart, man. Be in their fucking lives, yo. Yeah, man. This one hit deep, man. We gonna finish this.
Yeah. Come here. Get behind me. Lyra is the youngest woman here, but she has been holding this in her entire life and making decisions fueled by this hurt. Many black women have the same experience as Lyra, abandoned by their fathers, men who are themselves broken. Broken people raise broken people, but today we are breaking that cycle and in turn dispelling the myth of the angry black woman.
Alright. Yeah, that was real touching and heartfelt, man. Like, you know, broken people raise broken people. This is true, man. That goes back to back in the days. You know, the infiltration of drugs into the black community, the feminist movement, the welfare, and all of that. The goal was to split up the black home. And both sides, black men and black women, we fell for it. You know, we took the cheese like the rats we are. Like, shit is crazy, man. But yo, I know homie in the orange, when she told her to get behind shorty, yeah, I know that nigga was thinking, yo, cause them shits was poking, boy. But nah, all in all, be more empathetic when you talking to people, cause you never know what you say may trigger them. And you know, if someone tells you that you disrespected them, even if you don't feel like you disrespected them, try to understand where they're coming from, you know, and apologize. You know, don't apologize for what you say. Just say, you know, I apologize that, you know, it came off as disrespectful or anything like that. Like, you don't gotta apologize for exactly what you say. You know, you just apologize that they feel that way. You know, like, you know, especially if that was not your intentions. Be more empathetic. Try to understand people. Put yourself in their shoes. See where they're coming from. And all in all, be in your fucking kids' lives, man. This is Red Pill Thanos, man. And I'm signing out.